Hi, everyone. How is everybody tonight? Dreamweaver. I remember that, Eric, from the first time you said that. I hope everybody is doing well. Nice to see you. I seen you. I didn't say nothing, but I was watching too. So hope everybody's having a good evening. I've got 2 teens in Tennessee. And then I have another one that Cynthia let me know about. So we're going to touch on that one as well. I hope that is okay with everybody. So we shall get started. This is Kourtney King. She's 17. She has brown eyes, hair brown, eyes blue, sorry. And she's 5'4", 166 pounds. She's missing from Jackson, Tennessee. She went missing yesterday, Sunday on 8/17/2025. She may be in the Memphis, Tennessee area. And if you've seen Kourtney or have any information regarding her whereabouts, please contact the Madison County Sheriff's Office at 731-423-6000 or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. And we also have Shirley Britt. She's 16, brown hair, blue eyes, 5'7", 220 pounds. And she's also from Jackson, Tennessee. Also went missing on Sunday, 8/17/2025. And she may also be in Memphis, Tennessee. And again, you can contact Madison County Sheriff's Office at 731-423-6000 or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Gotta go back. It's kind of odd. At first, I thought they were sisters, but they're not. Okay. And we're going to watch this. If it's an ad, I will try to stop it.
2 teens went missing Sunday, and authorities need your help locating them for a safe return. WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ryan Brooks joins us live in studio with more.
Well, darn.
Ryan?
That's right, Terry. Several children have been reported missing in recent weeks, so we're taking a look at how to effectively receive help through local law enforcement. 17-year-old Kourtney King and 16-year-old Shirley Britt went missing Sunday, according to records, could be headed towards Memphis. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation is aiding the Madison County Sheriff's Department to locate these missing teens. The TBI estimates 400 to 600 children go missing under a number of circumstances in the state of Tennessee every single month.
When someone goes missing, they notify law enforcement agencies. The local law enforcement agency goes to work developing information directly related to that and conducting an investigation. They meet the criteria. They have to get that information to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation within 2 hours. So they begin the process of issuing an Amber Alert.
The TBI can issue an Amber Alert for missing people, and if there's imminent concern for a child's well-being, they can issue an Endangered Child Alert associated with the Holly Bobo Act. For circumstances in which reports don't meet the criteria for an issued alert, the TBI will post on the web for extra publicity to help locate the missing person.
The TBI is the clearinghouse for missing children in the state of Tennessee, but that means that TBI is the only entity that can issue an Amber Alert. We don't know about every missing child in the state. That's not TBI's role. We only know about the missing children who were requested to assist in those cases by local law enforcement agencies.
Standing across from Missionary Outreach Christian Church, where the Madison County Sheriff's Office successfully located 2 missing children a little over 2 weeks ago in a large search party. We're starting to see a growing trend in missing people throughout the region in just the past month. Here's what to know when reporting to the authorities.
These alerts are issued to help inform the public of what's going on, what they may be driving, direction of travel, the area they may be in, what they look like, what they're wearing, what the concern is. Each case is different, has a different set of circumstances, a different set of facts that relate to that, whether they're endangered or just maybe they're just missing, maybe they're confused.
Sutton encourages families to utilize the Life 360 app to keep track on your loved ones. Always remember, the sooner you notify law enforcement, the better. Live in studio, Ryan Brooks, WBBJ7 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Ryan. If you have information to share about a missing person, contact 1-800-TBI-FIND. You can also contact 1-800-THE-LOST or reach out to your local law enforcement.
So that was some good information, right? I've heard that, Cynthia. Okay. But like they said, it just goes on and talks about what they talked about in that little short video. Now, I thought at one time, I've heard one of these names before. Lo and behold, I was right. Kourtney. It is not her first time. So, going missing is a red flag to begin with, but this is not the first time for at least one of them. And this was back in July. And I just thought that was kind of a strange coincidence that she had went missing. I don't know no details about it. So, right, Angela. But I just found it kind of odd. And then I found this site. This is Lost and Found. I only found Shirley on here, but I didn't go through everybody. She was last seen in Jackson, Tennessee, according to local officials. The Madison County Sheriff's Office quickly began alerting the public because of her age. This case demands fast and serious attention. Now we know about she's 5'7", 229 pounds, blue eyes, brown hair, and that her size and her features make her identifiable. These details are vital for anyone searching nearby streets. Possible companion. Investigators believe Shirley may not be alone. Authorities suspect she could be with another missing teen, 17-year-old Kourtney King. Both vanished around the same period. They may have traveled together towards Memphis. The connection between these two cases adds urgency. Concern for safety. The biggest fear in these cases is vulnerability. Two teens traveling alone can face many dangers. They may rely on strangers for shelter or rides. Unsafe environments could lead to harmful situations. And families remain desperate for updates. And here's a timeline of events. She was seen in Jackson on the afternoon of August 17th. Shortly after, investigators connected her disappearance with Kourtney's case. Witnesses' reports suggest the two girls left together. Their path may have taken them directly towards Memphis, and their police are continue tracing possible sightings and reviewing local surveillance, which is what you would expect them to do. Relatives describe Shirley as kind and caring. Her loved ones expressed heartbreak during public appeals. They beg her to come home safe. Families of both girls are uniting, sharing photos widely. Emotions grow heavier with each passing day, and every hour matters. Detectives are pursuing multiple leads. They encourage the community to check personal cameras. Residents are urged to recall any unusual activity. Authorities monitor bus stations, malls, and public gathering places. And they also contact Memphis office officials to expand the search area. Neighbors in both Jackson and Memphis have rallied. Volunteers hang flyers on posters in store windows. Social media pages feature constant updates and share images. Community involvement often changes outcomes. Even one sharp observation could lead to a discovery. Awareness creates eyes in every neighborhood. I like that saying. Families cannot search alone. Collective attention multiplies chances of success. Police remind residents that reporting quickly matters most. Verified calls keep the investigation moving forward. And anyone with information must act without delay. Call the Madison County Sheriff's Office, again at 731-423-6000. You can also contact the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Do not attempt to approach Shirley or Kourtney directly. Instead, notify authorities immediately. Despite fear, hope remains powerful in both communities. Families, friends, and strangers continue to share their voices. The search will not end until Shirley and Kourtney are found. By staying alert, Tennessee can bring these girls home. Unity is the greatest strength against despair. I thought that was a good article. Yes, from what I gather, Mally, that they left on foot together. That's all I've read. Yeah, I wonder that too. Yeah, I know. I've heard that, but we'll see. Thanks. I thought it was a good article too. But, it's just really strange. One of them has been missing before. Like I said, I don't know no details. And it's just concerning that now she's gone missing again. That to me just is more than just one set of red flags. And now she's got a friend with her, took her too. Right. Yeah. Like I said, we don't know details. So yes, and it was just last month, Nancy, in July. Okay, see? I knew that one of them had, I just didn't connect which one until I went and searched and found that it was Kourtney. Yes. Unfortunately, yes. So many creepers and weirdos out there. Yeah, I do too. I really do. And if there's some major problem at home or whatever it be, I hope that they can get whatever kind of help that they need. So now let's go talk about the one that Cynthia sent me. And it is a little boy out of New Orleans. Has anybody heard about this one besides Cynthia? What one do I want? That may not be what I want. That's what I want. Okay, not sure. No, I haven't. Okay. This is a missing child alert issued for boy with severe brain condition, doesn't understand English or Spanish. So let's see if we can learn about him.
The NOPD is asking for the public's assistance in locating a critical missing child reported in the 7th District.
Olivia Vidal is live where this child was last seen. Kelsey and Lucy, this is an urgent situation here in the Willowbrook neighborhood in New Orleans East, where a 12-year-old child is reported missing. Now, law enforcement is out here this morning, as well as neighbors and the community coming together to help continue that search for the missing child. Now, let's get right to it. Let's pull up the photo of the missing child. This is 12-year-old Brian Vasquez. Police say he's about 5'1" and weighs 90 pounds. He has black hair and dark brown eyes. He's not been seen since early yesterday, and he was last seen at his home here in the 4300 block of Beaucaire Street when he was put to bed by a relative. The next morning, they discovered he was missing. Police say Brian has serious medical issues. He's deaf and nonverbal. Therefore, it's critical that he is found. I spoke with a neighbor, a friend of the family here, who has helped gather the community to come together to continue the search for the child. And they say the family is just at a loss for words for their son, and they hope that he is found soon. Here, take a listen.
This mom is like, upset. She's sad. She's, like it's like she have a bad dream and she want to wake up. Yesterday was so terrible to see this lady walking around the neighborhood in the jungle, and she was screaming, Brian, come here, baby, mommy's here.
Truly a horrific situation for any parent who may be watching this morning. For this mother who is going through this traumatic experience today, the community is coming together to help her with this search. Again, law enforcement is out here, detectives out here, kind of walking around the home, talking with the family and then those are here on the scene to get more information about what exactly happened. But it's busy out here this morning. As you can see, the cars behind me, they're all parked, waiting to help with the search efforts that continue this morning in looking for 12-year-old Brian Vasquez. Again, 12-year-old Brian Vasquez, about 5'1", weighs about 90 pounds, dark hair, dark brown eyes. The family says he was last seen wearing just a diaper, no shirt or anything, because again, he was going to bed for the evening. They did say they talked with neighbors who had surveillance cameras out here in the neighborhood, and surveillance cameras captured him early in the morning hours, walking in the neighborhood, knocking on doors, but he is yet to be found, and they're just worried sick. So they're asking for the community to help out, and if you know anything, if you've seen him, any information at all, you're asked to call police. For now, reporting here in the New Orleans East area, this is Olivia Vidal for Fox 8 Local First.
Olivia, thank you so much. Hopefully someone reaches out to the family and or police soon, having spotted him last night or early this morning.
What a nightmare.
Okay, well.
So, yeah. Now, I did find yes, it's known for alligators and snakes too. I did find a video that shows the ring video, so we're going to look at that. It's kind of grainy. Oh, no. I don't know if it's in this one or not, but this is another one that I found. And this was on its updates. So.
First name Mario, last name Bravo. First name Mario, last name Bravo, Bravo. So the New Orleans Police Department received a call for service of a missing 12-year-old boy on Thursday. Officers began the investigation and throughout Thursday and throughout Friday morning. Friday morning, the search did intensify when we brought in our federal partners and our state partners to continue the investigation of searching this young boy. The search continued Friday, continued Saturday, and then today. Right now where we're at is we are redirecting our resources to continue looking for the young boy. We're working on all possible leads that will lead us to finding Brian. And we urge the public to continue looking in the backyards, in the sheds, looking at your video footage, because right now where we're at is that the video last captured him about this area. And we want to continue looking at video footage to see which kind of direction he kept on going. So that's why on Friday you did see a general search here, but we just urge the public to continue looking at video footage in your backyard and calling us if you see or hear anything that may lead us to finding Brian.
Do we think he's in danger?
Right now we are still looking for him, and the search is still ongoing.
You say you're redirecting your resources. Can you tell me a little bit what you mean by that, and also why you guys decided, what changed that made you redirect those resources?
So we exhausted all our resources, looking through all this area, looking through the water over there, looking through all this body of water here, looking through the forest over there. Numerous helicopters, drones, dogs came here to look for Brian. And we are redirecting our resources to look for any other possible leads.
So you said you got the call Thursday to begin investigating?
Yes.
And you said the investigation started on Thursday?
The 7th District started the investigation on Thursday, but on Friday, it was redirected to us.
The family said that you didn't start investigating until 13 hours later.
So the search is still ongoing. We got the call on Thursday, but it was redirected to me on Friday. So that would be a question for Chief Gurney.
Okay. Can you touch on the concern with it being a 12-year-old, that he doesn't speak English or Spanish and he's nonverbal? Can you touch on the just overall concern that we have right now with him still being, we don't know his whereabouts?
Yeah, it is very concerning that he is nonverbal. He has special needs. That's why we are urging the public to continue looking at your video surveillance, to continue looking in the backyards. No lead is small. No tip is small. We need the public's help right now.
Speaking of video surveillance, the last video that you obtained, has the family seen it?
The last video that was obtained?
Yeah.
I do not know the answer to that question.
Have you gotten any leads, or could you tell me a little bit about those leads?
We're gonna have the detectives say a few things in Spanish. That's gonna be...
Okay, can you tell us anything about the leads?
So that is case sensitive, but we are working on those leads right now.
Being that, the kind of like the first 48.
Go ahead.
Just one more question, one more. The first 48.
Now, I know it's going to be in Spanish, but it is important for it to get out there. So I am going to let it play.
Those are the most important hours in the investigation. For missing persons cases, we hear that it's the first 72 hours. Does that have anything to do with you changing your strategy when it comes to search canvassing?
We are working very hard to look into any leads that will lead us to Brian. We are keeping our hopes up into finding Brian.
Thank you. Go ahead and give your message in Spanish. Thank you.
Hola, soy detective Mario Bravo, Departamento de Nueva Orleans. Primer nombre se escribe M-A-R-I-O, apellido Bravo, B-R-A-V-O. El Departamento de Nueva Orleans recibió una llamada de servicio el jueves por la mañana. Iniciamos una búsqueda de Brian el jueves en la noche y también en la mañana el viernes, cuando involucramos nuestra agente estatal y también nuestra agente federal en la búsqueda de Brian. Nosotros estamos trabajando bien duro para buscar a Brian, y cualquier pista, cualquier ayuda que nos pueda dar, les decimos que por favor nos llamen para déjenos saber esa pista. Ahorita estamos trabajando bien duro para encontrar a Brian. No tengan miedo de llamar a la policía, por favor. Si quiere ser anónimo, también eso está disponible, pero cualquier pista, viendo videos, viendo en sus yardas, viendo detrás de carros, lo que sea, ocupamos la ayuda de la comunidad en esto.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for doing that.
Okay. Let me shrink it. Here is, I'll have to come back over here, I know. and then I'll have to pull it up. And then I can share it so you can see it.
Tonight shows the last time a missing New Orleans East child was seen. Now, 5 days later, the search continues for Brian Vasquez. Good evening and thanks for watching. I'm Devin Bartolotta.
And I'm Sharice Gibson. Vasquez, who is autistic and nonverbal, was captured on a neighbor's security camera early Thursday morning. Well, tonight we lay out a timeline while Brian's mother clings to hope.
Our Whitney Miller joins us now from where that search took place today.
Yeah, earlier tonight, the Cajun Navy was out here using thermal drones to cover more ground area to see if they could spot any signs of Brian. Meanwhile, his family has been replaying the moment since Thursday, hoping that anyone with any information may have seen something that can help bring him home. The timeline begins Thursday morning around 5:30 a.m. Ring cameras captured 12-year-old Brian Vasquez wandering his New Orleans East neighborhood in just a diaper. Hours later, around 10, his mother realized he was missing.
She told his sister that shares a room with him, so he wasn't by himself in the room, he was in the room with his sister, to lock the bedroom door so he doesn't go out. We never imagined that he would go out through a window.
When family called police, they say it took hours for officers to respond.
It was 5 hours at that point that they hadn't come out. And so we went to the police station because when I called, I was told, ma'am, we already got that call. And he's on we are waiting for officers to be available to answer this call. I'm sorry, that is not acceptable.
By Friday morning, law enforcement at every level was on scene, deploying drones, dogs, and airboats.
He's in desperate need to have his medicine administered several hours ago, so he missed that timeline. We just want to get him in custody safely, reunited with his family so we can get him the necessary medical treatment that he needs.
Volunteers also joined in, like Gail Perez, who works with children who have disabilities.
With this kid being 11 years old and right around the corner, so I came out to help look.
State police also issued a level 2 endangered missing child advisory, an alert that puts Brian's information on highway boards and social media. By the weekend, the search expanded to canals and bayous, with alligators, snakes, and coyotes posing real danger.
It's tough. It's a tough situation, and we're trying to come up with a positive resolution, bring him home, hopefully alive, but if not, be able to reunite him with his family.
On Sunday, day 3, Brian's mother pleaded for anyone with information to come forward.
So I still have hope that my son is with someone, maybe alive, and I just want them to return my child.
Monday, police confirmed the case had been turned over to their Special Victims Division, and they're asking the community to recheck home security footage, backyards, and sheds for any sign of Brian. Again, the Cajun Navy will be back out here bright and early tomorrow morning with that same drone and others to help search for Brian. Anyone with any information asked to call 911 or NOPD immediately. For now, in New Orleans East, Whitney Miller, WWL, Louisiana.
I don't know. Here's the one that I was going to show. Let's make sure it's going to. Okay.
Officers began the investigation and throughout Thursday and throughout Friday morning. Friday morning, the search did intensify when we brought in our federal partners and our state partners to continue the investigation of searching this young boy. The search continued Friday, continued Saturday, and then today. Right now where we're at is we are redirecting our resources to continue looking for the young boy. We're working on all possible leads that will lead us to finding Brian. And we urge the public to continue looking in the backyards, in the sheds, looking at your video footage, because right now where we're at is that the video glass captured him about this area. And we want to continue looking at video footage to see which kind of direction he kept on going. So that's why on Friday you did see a general search here, but we just urge the public to not to continue looking at video footage in your backyards and calling us if you see or hear anything that may lead us to finding Brian. Right now, we are still looking for him, and the search is still ongoing.
You say you're redirecting your resources. Can you tell me a little bit what you mean by that, and also why you guys decided, what changed that made you redirect those resources?
So we exhausted all our resources, looking through all this area, looking through the water over there, looking through all this body of water here, looking through the forest over there. Numerous helicopters, drones, dogs came here to look for Brian, and we are redirecting our resources to look for any other possible leads.
So you said you got the call Thursday to begin investigating?
Yes.
And if you said the investigation started on Thursday?
The 7th District started the investigation on Thursday, but on Friday it was redirected to us. So the search is still ongoing. We got the call on Thursday, but it was redirected to me on Friday. So that would be a question for Chief Gernon.
Can you touch on the concern with it being a 12-year-old? We know that he doesn't speak English or Spanish and he's nonverbal. Can you touch on the just overall concern that we have right now with him still being, we don't know his whereabouts?
Yeah, that is very concerning that he is nonverbal. He has special needs. That's why we are urging the public to continue looking at your video surveillance, to continue looking in the backyards. No lead is small. No tip is small. We need the public's help right now.
Speaking of video surveillance, the last video that you obtained, has the family seen it?
The last video that was obtained, I do not know the answer to that question.
Have you gotten any leads, or could you tell me a little bit about those leads?
We're gonna have the detectives say a few things in Spanish.
Okay, can you tell us anything about the leads?
So that is case sensitive, but we are working on those leads right now.
Being that, the kind of like the first 48,
He's gonna go ahead and
just
give
one
it
more
in
question,
Spanish,
one more.
and that's gonna be it.
Since the first 48, those are the most important hours during the homicide investigation. The missing persons cases, we hear that it's the first 72 hours. Does that have anything to do with you changing your strategy when it comes to searching him?
We are working very hard to look into any leads that will lead us to Brian. We are keeping our hopes up into finding Brian.
Go ahead and give your message in Spanish.
Hola, soy detective Mario Bravo, departamento de Nueva Orleans. Primer nombre se escribe M-A-R.
Haha, I was muted. Sorry. Didn't realize that. I found the other video that I was looking for. So I will pull that up. You gotta watch. Here he is. That poor little boy. Now, I don't know if he comes back. I haven't watched it all the way through, so we will, just to see. But you've seen mannerisms. No, I think he did. I don't know if we see him anymore. Yep, it was okay. It stopped. Of course, it's my internet. Nope, it was done. So, but watch it again. Look how he's walking. And look at him like he's waving his hands and maybe pounding his own chest. Like he's scared, like he doesn't know where he's at. And if you can see the time stamp, if it is actually correct, it's 5:20 in the morning. And there's probably more out there. It said it was at 5:20 in the morning on the 14th. Well, Troy, if they were asleep, maybe they didn't realize. So that's the three that I wanted to bring out tonight and just share it and get it out there. And, let them be talked about. People need to say their names and share information. Do you agree? Oh, you're welcome, Mo. My neighbor's dogs let me know a lot. I listen when they bark. Yeah. But some people don't because it's a constant thing in their areas. You're welcome, Monty. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you all showed up. Make sure you've all hit that thumbs up. That helps. We're growing. Before I went live, we are at 321 subscribers. So we're getting there. Thank you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. Have a good night.